point which I wanted to make, which is not really incidentally on your question, but it's something so important that give me just a minute to dwell on it. The real problem, I think, about our system is our inability to get more women judges across into the court system. And let me share with you the experience which I had as Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court, the largest state in the country. And my experience was this: we don't have women judges coming in, perhaps because in a lot of rural states, women's education developed much later than Delhi or Maharashtra or Tamil Nadu or Karnataka. But that's not enough to say that and say that that's a ground not to have women lawyers coming in and joining the judges. As I see it, our real problem is this: we have today laid down yardsticks for judicial appointment, which are so conventional and which in themselves have a gender bias. So how do we define a person who's suitable to be appointed as a judge of the High Court? Honesty, integrity, absolutely clear. I don't think any feminist would say that you shouldn't have judges, that shouldn't be the primary criteria. But how do you assess success at the bar? Because success at the bar is a very key ingredient in the appointment of judges. And success at the bar is defined by us in terms of how many reported judgments do you have? What is your income over the last year, 2 years, 3 years? How many cases have you handled? Now, what I saw as Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court was this. In fact, I sent the name of a woman lawyer for appointment. She was almost the first literate member of her family. She belonged to a minority group. And whenever she appeared before the court, I found that she was extraordinarily articulate in her submissions. But she didn't fulfill any of these criteria. Her income was much below the prescribed yardstick. The reason why her income was below the prescribed yardstick was because she appeared only for labor. And she appeared for the workers, who in UP were extraordinarily poor. Now, in the process, her name was deleted from the selection list. So I think that if we need to get more, the issue is not about men judges not wanting women lawyers into the judiciary. It's not that at all. In fact, there's a conscious effort. You're constantly told, please send more names of people who belong to the minorities. Please send more names of people who belong to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. The law minister keeps on writing these letters to the Chief Justice of the High Courts. The issue is this: how do you assess women lawyers? And if you're going to have, if you need a greater sense of inclusion in the judiciary on grounds of diversity, then you need to change the yardsticks by which you assess people who are going to be introduced into the judiciary. And unless we change those yardsticks, really replacing the collegium with some other system is not going to change. Because you will have the very same people, or you will have the very same value systems operating, whether you have this system or you have some other system. You essentially have to break the yardsticks which we have applied, which have been so conventional.